Nuke incoming!
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Today is December 17th. We're going to be going over penny stocks, pre-market, and open market. We had a shit ton of action today, so we're going to get right into it. AMPG, recycled name, no volume. We're going to skip over it for now. GOEV, this thing ran, I think, 3 trading days ago on December 12th. This is more of a backside push here. This was dog shit right here. It did push into open. Because a lot of stuff was moving, kind of kept it up just in case we did push, but didn't do anything, just kind of faded out. GXAI, this is also a previous runner. It ran over here on December 10th, got to 750, just fading. This thing really didn't have a pre-market. I didn't have it up on my watch list. This thing basically just went straight up, riding the 190 EMA wave, and then just died out. I thought maybe it could bounce off this 360 pivot, but I mean, you have a little bounce here, but it pretty much died out. So by the time I saw this, there's no real trade on this outside of a breakout trade out the beginning. Costs, KOS, no volume pre-market, not going to talk about it. KWE, turn this shit down a little bit. KWE. This one was nice, day one mover, nice pre-market in general. We have kind of like a flag downtrend into open. This pulled a classic last week push where we dip into open and then push out trying to get to pre-market highs, and then ends up failing. We did have a stock last week or yesterday. Let's see. I don't know if it was SIDU. I forget, but a lot of stuff yesterday. I think it was SIDU, where it popped, came back down, and then came back up. So to me, I didn't really get rid of this even after this down haul right here. This is super bearish to me. I thought maybe we could put in like a higher low and hold over this 120 level, but she ended up dying out and getting absolutely cooked. We do have this nice push though in the morning, so that was super nice, but compared to the other moves in the market, that was kind of actually dog shit. So moving to LAES, and also recycled name. This thing had an offering right before bell. That's not shady as fuck, you know. Nice dip there. It held, kind of consolidated through pre-market. We have a nice kind of U pattern here. This actually wasn't a bad move in general, but then it just kind of went sideways for the rest of the day. Moving to LUXH. This one had like no volume. Even this, just dog shit. And then it says, you know what? Fucking watch this. It goes straight up 4 billion% and comes down even more to 70 cents. Nice. Beautiful volcano. We haven't seen a clean volcano in a while, but straight up, straight down. Good luck with risk management on this. Craziness. I don't know if that was news based or not, but nor do I really give a shit. MNTS, this is another one that ran before. Its highs were at 12, so it's kind of getting there. It did rotate up to it, but then it kind of faded back down. Kind of a double top there. I didn't really like it either. It's just already being at 10. You know, there's just, in penny market land, we want to see something open around $5 and go to $10. That's kind of high momentum. If it's already at 10, it starts to get kind of too expensive for people trading penny stocks. Moving to MSS, this thing to me was a low volume fade off. I really didn't pay attention to it at all. We do have this grind upwards into the 200 at 175, and then just straight down. Craziness. There's really nothing here that I like. You do have, I guess you do have kind of like this uptrend right here, which that is the big takeaway. So yesterday we had SIDU and TNXP were the two big main runners that had uptrends, downtrend uptrends. Basically, uptrends below pre-market highs that hold and then keep pushing has been a huge theme yesterday. And when we go over plays today, you'll see that as well. This is a mini one, but nothing crazy there. Alright, moving to Nuke. Tactical fucking Nuke incoming. Holy fucking shit. So, looking at this chart, again, another one. Day one mover. I don't like that it's all the way... It opened and it came all the way back down to here. I just kind of let it go for a little bit. I think we had KWE moving. We had... I think maybe we had something else moving. Maybe it was Rime or something, right? But kind of got away from me for a little bit out of the open just because, you know, you want to play the hot hand. You want to play the stuff moving. This thing kind of did consolidate here at this pivot point right down there. And then we have this nice, just put, like, to me, I had a tough time. You know, once it finally breaks here, I had a tough time trying to find a good spot to get in for this push. Usually, you know, like for me, I was looking for maybe a dip down to 240. You know, you have this previous resistance point here. And then when it got to this downtrend right here, I was thinking maybe it'll come back down and kind of hit this uptrend here off of this. But it did not. It did push higher into pre-market highs. And one thing we did see, again, yesterday, pre-market highs are rejecting. Like, we're not going straight through pre-market highs, which makes sense on a normal chart. But for some reason, the past couple of weeks, anything near pre-market high, don't be adding near it the first time it gets there. It tends to kind of pull back and then push through, which is exactly what Nuke did. So Nuke does come all the way back down and holds this trend line right here beautifully. I was waiting here for just maybe a little bit more push down and hold, but it kind of just... These four fucking mini candles just kind of pushed upwards. So I never really got a chance to get in. I never felt comfortable with this. You know, it was a tough ticker overall to trade and find a good spot to add into. You kind of, like right here, this is kind of just straight up, straight down price action. But, you know, once it took off here, we have this nice pullback here to 314, 315, like 1 minute dip. Goes straight up, breaks pre-market high, has a nice flag right here. I got some off of this pre-market high dip right here. We are seeing a lot of stuff breaking pre-market high and actually holding now. So at least yesterday, we had a bunch of that pushes and holding over pre-market high. So this was a nice little mini 5-minute flag, beautiful flag. We push up even higher, we come down, we have a nice, beautiful double bottom flag over 470s. Again, at this point, I am looking for maybe another deeper pullback into fours, pre-market high area, and to kind of do the same area or same pattern here. But this thing just kept, like, to me, this is a very straight up move right here. And yesterday it was more grindy, but still pushing up, making moves. So again, I thought this one should maybe kind of come down a little bit more, but she ended up ripping a fucking, again, straight the fuck up. Shoo, look at this bitch. Shoo, good luck. At this point, anywhere in here is just, it's very difficult to trade. We've been choppy markets. Like, this is the first time we've been seeing this in a while. And I don't know how anyone else trades this, but usually this is very hard to trade after a very slow, choppy period, where harder to trust kind of patterns in general. It is nice to see shit fucking go 4 billion% though. So this was a nice dip into the 190 MA. There is a key level here at 850 on the daily. I'm not going to show that, but it's there. 850 dip here. I mean, even this, like, you know, just straight up into a halt into the 200 at 1050. After this, it kind of got a little bit choppy, but we come back down. We have another great flag here. A nice extended kind of double bottom flag here. I mean, this is beautiful. The past 2 days have been insanely good. Like, clean, pretty clean price action that is extremely bullish. We haven't seen this in a while, so I'm actually very excited. I'm praying that this continues for the week. Hopefully this isn't just a two-day thing, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But this breaks through, holds this 850, holds this area, so that's super nice as well. So clear adds here. Nice push, nice dip here into kind of the previous high. There's another dip and go. And when next thing you know, we're at fucking almost $18. We only opened, you know, at $2. Crazy, 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 crazy. Comes all the way back down to the same pivot point, comes back up, comes back down. And I think this is mostly all chop down here. You know, at this point, that is the one difficult part, again, is managing risk and trying not to FOMO into plays like this. In hindsight, there's so many clean patterns, but trusting a flag that is already 5 trillion% up is very difficult and is very hard sometimes. And so it does get difficult watching these, but the overall pushes have been really fucking great. You cannot argue with this push right here. But crazy, crazy, crazy. I wonder if this actually came down. I don't think it hit it at all. But so that was Nuke. Pretty fucking crazy. OPTX. OPTX to me, just kind of fading. I didn't really like it either. You have this kind of push here. Again, we have another uptrend. So again, how many uptrends have we seen so far? Like 5 or 6. So I'll continue that, looking for uptrends into tomorrow. But VWAP fail, and then it comes back. This is tough price action to, you know, to trade into. With other, like Nuke going and other tickers going, trying to get focus on this is tough. But this is a nice flag right here. Nice spike and then death again. This was a super choppy name. So, just tough to play when other things were a lot cleaner, I think. PLRZ, no volume play, not going to go over it. Alright, PRTG. Dude, what a fucking crazy move this is. Shoo! Okay, so this thing also day one mover. However, again, we are at $9 already. And like I said for, what did I say for, was it MSS? No. What stock was I looking at? Whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anything that's opening near 10 for day one move, people tend to stay to lower price tickers. So a lot of times the volume won't pour into something like this. But we do have this crazy downtrend. At this point at 11:20, I would assume this to be kind of dead. But this thing just goes go fucking straight up. Rides the roll, catches on the roller coaster, goes fucking straight the fuck up. And then this is all chopped to me. That's wild. Crazy, crazy ass day, I must say. As far as getting into a pattern here, I really don't see anything outside of if you're already in and just kind of riding this upwards. I don't know. Yeah, so it halted a couple times here, so pretty risky, but it did go straight up into pre-market highs. Moving over to PTPI, weird volume play. Is there an uptrend here, maybe? Kinda. Yeah, see, there you go. See, uptrend again. The uptrend never fails. I'm not really going to discuss this too much. Yeah. Moving to QUBT. QUBT is recycled name. Personally, I just kind of took this one off to focus on other tickers. Me and recycled names don't do as well, but QUBT does have a nice dip here into 1240. So that was, I think, yesterday's highs here at 1240. So good dip here off the open, and then this V-shaped U pattern has been working a lot too. So keep that in mind as well. So the morning plays have also been working, but the midday, kind of like 10 p.m. and on, uptrends have been fucking dynamite. They've been making the bags. So Looking more into this, comes all the way back down and then pushes again. Again, this is tough to me to get into. There's no clean setup. It's just straight up. This right here, this dip right here is pretty nice. Is that pre-market highs too? No, that's just a good trade overall. Comes all the way back down and repushes again. I'm not going to go over this, but this is a nice little dip right here. 5-minute flag. U pattern. So overall pretty good. All right, moving to Rime. Rime kind of Isley chip chopped me today. It looked okay. My only issue was it was under 10 cents. Stuff in this range is crazy hard to trade sometimes. The wicks get fucking insane. You know, definitely complete opposite of like trading something like Nuke, where it's just, you know, you can get fucked real hard on these tickers, so it is tougher. We do have this push here out of the gates. I still wasn't interested in this, even here, but I didn't like it right here for this dip to 10 cents. There's this massive gap fill level from 10 to 17. So I was very interested in this dip. I actually got fucking stopped out here. Which now, see, I had beef with LAES, LAES. Now I got beef with Rime on this particular trade right here. I took some here off of like 10.5, and it came all the way back down to 10. I usually have tight stop losses, so this one was kind of tough to get through. I thought maybe it could just die out, but it did hold this level. It did push up. And we had this nice kind of ascending looking breakout right here. This beautiful kind of upwards breakout into 15. So 15s and 14s were previous highs in the past 30 days. This was super clean right here. Outside of, you know, a couple wicks here and there, it was overall, the pattern was super clean if you kind of zoom out on the 5. So super nice there. And one other thing I want to note is on TNXP and pre-market. TNXP kind of did the same thing. If you look, like right here, had the same kind of this ascending bullish wedge. We haven't seen a lot of this before in the market, but now that things are running, bullishness is kind of, the bull patterns are coming back to life, baby. I took some of that based off of this trade right here because of just kind of grinding upwards, and then breakout. Very similar to what Rime did here on this trade right here. So anyways, it does come back all the way down. It consolidates. We start to kind of grind upwards again. Not the same as this one, but we do put in kind of like this uptrend. I tried some down here and got a little bit right here. It does grind all the way. Again, we have another, like, right kind of there. It's tough because it's a little choppy in this area. And this part just kind of grinded. I expected this to break out more right here, but it kept doing it. So, but if you're already in down here on these key levels, you have like a 14 pivot. You have this 12 pivot. This was a good trade again, but just this right here was super slow. It was tough to go back and forth from this and Nuke. Nuke was moving at a fucking light speed. It was very tough to, not tough, but you know, you got to make actions quick. Where this one was just very, it kind of started to move like a snail from here on out. This was like the only real push, but this was super nice in the morning. I don't know if this is an offering or just a straight up dump fest. I'll have to look into that, but yeah, this was nice too, up to 17. So basically it filled that gap level. So super nice again, increasing point PT targets. With the past 2 days being super bullish, we have things actually extending, making moves on top of moves. Very, very nice. Even though I have some beef with Rime, I still can't complain. That was fucking sick. RZLV, this was the silent mover of the day. I actually didn't really pay attention to this at all. So just looking at it from kind of like the first time perspective, this was also a recycled name. Pushing up here, I have no interest on this. The volume's too low. Although this dip trade right here would have been super nice. We have a clear pivot at 270, comes down, holds 270, and continues to push. We have a nice kind of bull flag right here. And uptrend. Again, I already drew that out, but the uptrends are working. So, holding the uptrend, breakout. I mean, these are classic pull out the trading pattern dictionary trades. It's actually crazy that things are working for once. It's wild when we get into this kind of market. But nice 5-minute flag here, nice double bottom flag, nice dip candle right here, ignition candle, and then straight up into fours. I don't know where this ran last. Yeah, so it did break over that. So yeah, this 270 pivot right here would have been great ads on this. Right there, you have this uptrend, you have a nice flag, multiple areas to get in, and then up here, just kind of chopping around and then fading off. I think we have been fading off in the last hour or so in the past couple of days. So like power hour hasn't been as good. But like midday pushes have been fucking solid. Really solid. Moving to SIDU. This is the one that ran yesterday. Clear pushes upward. And then, so again, SIDU, this is also one that pushed down. So on Nuke, you know, it kind of came back to life. It pushed back and then did the same thing. So we'll see what tomorrow, if we have anything similar to that, and kind of look into that. SIDU, I don't know if this was I don't know what the fuck that was either. Offering? I don't know. Goes straight up out of open, halts. I don't really see a whole lot of trades that I'm interested in here. This is already too high up. Recycled name, halts, and then basically just comes all the way back down. So if you got in here, good job. But other than that, it was kind of choppy. TNXP, RIP in the chat. Again, going over that pre-market trade, you have this ascending bull flag channel right there. After this bull flag right here, uptrend. It had news here, had positive news on something, and went straight up and then straight back down. Beautiful move. I mean, holy shit. This thing actually dropped off a cliff. Just died out. But TNXP walked so everything else could run. So I'm glad TNXP already made its move. Wimmy, last one. And we're not going to review because it's a piece of shit. Anyways. Woof. Okay. Got through all that. So today was, it was fucking amazing. Definitely, there was countless amounts of trades. Clean, proper trades. That we can get into. This market should continue tomorrow, but again, it's nice to see back-to-back days. So a lot of times this year we would have a super bullish day after a lot of chop, and then the next day would be terrible, where today actually kind of showed out. Like, if anything, today almost was even better than Monday, which is pretty fucking insane. The big takeaway, though, is a lot of adrenaline rush. Everyone's trying to make a bag. I'm sure there's a billion people online posting big numbers or whatever. But the big thing is just to kind of stay level-headed. Don't go fucking crazy with it. Make a bag and dip out. So hopefully this comes into tomorrow and we fuck it up. Peace.